GATE 2021 Civil Engineering Set 1 Question 36. The values of abscissa x and the ordinate y of a curve are given as below in the following table. By Simpson's 1/3 rule, the area under the curve rounded off to 2 decimal places needs to be found. The relevant NPTEL reference has been stated. Coming to the useful data, so if this is a curve which we can indicate by y equals fx, and we need to find the area under this curve from a point x0 to a point xn. So what we will do is we will take a small element of thickness h, which can be found out by xn minus x0 by the total number of intervals that we want to consider. So we can integrate this from left to right to get the area under this curve. So the first concept that is generally used is numerical integration, and there are techniques to do that. So one of those techniques is Simpson's 1/3 rule. So according to this rule, the area under a curve, that is fx dx, between a to b is given as h over 3, the sum of the first and last ordinates, that is y0 and yn, plus 4 times the sum of odd ordinates, that is y1, y3, y5 and so on, plus 2 times the sum of even ordinates, that is y2, y4, y6 and so on. So by substituting the required values in this equation, we can obtain the area under a curve fx. Coming to the solution, we have been giving the data. So first we will indicate our required ordinates. So we will always start with 0, y0, y1, y2, y3 and y4. So in this case we can see that the gap between 2x values is 0.5. We can also find that gap using the formula of x, that will be 4 minus 2 by the number of intervals, that is 1 interval, 2 interval, 3 interval and 4 intervals. So it will be 4 minus 2 upon 4, that will be 0.5. But here we can directly see the difference between the two x values, that will be RH, and if it's not stated we can find it using this equation. So using Simpson's 1/3 rule, the area is given as h over 3 first plus last ordinate plus 4 times odd plus 2 times the even ordinates, the sum of this. So here h is given as 0.5 over 3. First and last ordinates can be seen as 5 and 17. So 5 plus 17 plus 4 times odd ordinates are y1 and y3, 7.25 and 13.25. plus 2 times the even ordinate. The only even ordinate in this case is 10. A point to be noted is that the first and last ordinates should not be counted within these two intervals. They are separate, so we should not think that y4 is an even coordinate and add it here. The first and last coordinates will be added only once. This should be remembered while using Simpson's 1/3 rule. So 0.5 by 3, 22 plus 4 times of 20.5 plus 20. So this would essentially give us 124 over 6, which is around 20.67. And since the question asks us to round it off to 2 decimal places, we can leave it as it is. So the values of abscissa and ordinate of a curve were given, and the question asked us to find the area under the curve using Simpson's 1/3 rule, which is nothing but h by 3 first plus last ordinate plus 4 times the sum of the odd ordinates plus 2 times the even ordinates. The answer was found out to be 20.67. The relevant NPTEL reference has been listed as below.